The Toy Doctor of McStuffinsville. Once upon a time, in the magical land of McStuffinsville, a little girl named Olivia was playing with her toys. She loved her toys dearly, and they were her best friends. They would go on amazing adventures together, and every night, Olivia would tuck them into bed, just like her mommy did for her. One day, while playing with her toys in her room, Olivia noticed that her favorite stuffed toy, Stuffy, wasn't feeling well. Stuffy had a sad face and was dragging his tail. Olivia was very concerned and, being the caring little girl she was, she knew she needed to find out what was wrong with her beloved friend. Olivia decided to take Stuffy and her other toys, Lambie, Chili, and Hallie, to the one person who could help them, the magical toy doctor, Doc McStuffins. Doc McStuffins was a kind and caring toy doctor who lived in McStuffinsville. She had magical powers that allowed her to talk to toys and find out what was troubling them. Whenever a toy was hurt or feeling down, Doc McStuffins was there to help. Olivia gathered her toys in a wagon and pulled them through the streets of McStuffinsville. The sun was shining, and the birds were singing as they passed by other toys and their owners, who waved and smiled as Olivia and her friends went by. When they arrived at Doc McStuffins' clinic, Olivia saw that it was a bright and welcoming place, filled with happy toys waiting to be fixed. She felt a little nervous, but also hopeful that Doc McStuffins could help Stuffy. Doc McStuffins came out to greet Olivia and her friends, wearing a big, warm smile on her face. "Hi, Olivia," said Doc McStuffins. "What brings you and your friends here today?" Olivia explained that Stuffy wasn't feeling well and that they needed her help. Doc McStuffins listened carefully and nodded her head in understanding. "I see," said Doc McStuffins. "Well, let's take a closer look at Stuffy and see what we can do to make him feel better." Doc McStuffins led Olivia and her friends into her examination room, which was filled with shelves of colorful books about toys and their ailments, and walls covered with cheerful drawings that toys had made for her as a thank you for helping them feel better. Stuffy lay down on the examination table, and Doc McStuffins began her checkup. She listened to Stuffy's heartbeat, looked into his eyes with a little flashlight, and checked his reflexes. Olivia, Lambie, Chili, and Hallie watched closely as she worked. After examining Stuffy, Doc McStuffins turned to Olivia and said, "I think I know what's wrong with Stuffy. He has a case of the droopy tail." Olivia gasped. "Oh no! What does that mean, Doc McStuffins?" "It's when a toy's stuffing starts to shift and sag," explained Doc McStuffins. "It can make them feel very uncomfortable and sad. But don't worry, Olivia. I know just what to do to fix Stuffy's droopy tail." Doc McStuffins went to her magical medical bag and pulled out a needle and thread. She carefully sewed up Stuffy's tail, making sure it was nice and secure. Then she added some extra stuffing to make it fluffy and perfect again. As soon as Doc McStuffins finished her work, Stuffy's face lit up, and he wagged his newly fluffy tail excitedly. "Wow, Doc McStuffins," exclaimed Stuffy. "I feel so much better. Thank you so much." "You're very welcome, Stuffy," said Doc McStuffins with a smile. "I'm glad I could help you." Olivia was relieved and overjoyed to see her friend Stuffy feeling better. She hugged Doc McStuffins and thanked her for helping her beloved toy. Before leaving the clinic, Doc McStuffins gave Olivia a special book called Toy Care Tips for Kids. The book was filled with helpful advice on how to take care of her toys and keep them feeling their best. As Olivia and her friends headed back home, they couldn't stop talking about their amazing adventure to Doc McStuffins' clinic. They had learned so much about caring for toys and the importance of showing kindness and love to those in need. That evening, Olivia gathered her toys around her and read the Toy Care Tips for Kids book to them. She promised to take extra good care of them, and her toys knew they were in loving hands. From that day on, Olivia became known by her friends as the Toy Doctor of McStuffinsville. Whenever a toy was feeling down or needed some extra love and care, Olivia was there to help, using the knowledge she had learned from Doc McStuffins and her special book. And so, the little girl named Olivia and her toys lived happily ever after, spreading kindness, care, and love throughout the land of McStuffinsville. And every night, Olivia tucked her toys into bed with a smile, knowing she had done her best to care for them. The end.